Greetings, I am the Count. Let us view the gaming world. Today, we view the iconic Super Smash Brothers. Recently, Smash Bros. Has been at the top of many gamers' lists, alongside Pokemon Switch, of course, but that's a discussion for another day, especially given all the rumors that have been released. Most recently, I discussed my hopes for a specific character in Smash. And while characters make for quite the experience, what good is a fantastic roster of characters without modes to use them in? Online, Classic, Break the Targets, 8-player Smash, Board the Platforms, Smash Run, let's forget that one. But one mode was absent from the most recent entry into Super Smash Bros. Adventure Mode. First introduced in Super Smash Bros. Melee, Adventure Mode took the concept of crossover from the party fighting game and gave it a new life. Melee's Adventure Mode was simple, a series of challenges with concepts from both Classic Mode and from the series that made up the game's roster, platforming from the Mario franchise, puzzles in the form of a miniature Legend of Zelda-style dungeon, even a race against the clock inspired by F-Zero. Score was counted, time was kept, and at the end, a boss battle that introduced us to the ferocious Giga Bowser. Adventure Mode later returned in Super Smash Brothers Brawl, with quite the facelift. The mode saw several changes, from format to its subtitle. Brawl introduced the Subspace Emissary. Adventure Mode saw several aspects return: challenges, unique series-inspired levels, and special battles. What truly set this mode and Brawl apart from the two previous entries was the presence of a, and I emphasize this, very light story. The world of Smash is confusing, and attempting to piece things together would prove rather fruitless. Many, better than I, have tried, and were unable to sell the idea. The story was, to keep this short, the Super Smash Brothers event? Tournament? Was underway. During the event, the arena holding the battles was invaded by unknown beings suddenly. Our cast of Nintendo heroes, all experiencing this phenomenon in different parts of the world and in different ways, could not sit back as their world was attacked and invaded. A cast of villains made their presence known, assisting the strange invaders, and it was up to Nintendo's finest to stop them. Unbeknownst to them, the villains and invader were led by two of the greatest evils of the Nintendo world, Ganondorf and Bowser, both who served under the creator, Master Hand. However, not all was as it seemed. As the heroes pressed forward, they discovered their world wasn't just being destroyed, it was being stolen, taken away to a dark void known as the Subspace. The heroes made their way to Subspace to face off against Ganondorf, Bowser, and the Master Hand. It was here things took a turn for the worst. The true mastermind and the ruler of Subspace made his presence known with his plans of total control coming to fruition. Taboo, the god of Subspace, single-handedly stopped the cast of both heroes and villains in a single swipe. When all seemed lost, a twist of fate and turn of luck brought the heroes back from defeat from deep within Subspace. With the help of heroes, villains, and a blue hedgehog, Taboo was defeated and the world of Super Smash Bros. Was saved. Quite the jump from the F-Zero Grand Prix in battle against the fighting wireframes. But the differences didn't end with just a fresh story. Boss battles were given an overhaul, beyond battling the series' bosses, Master Hand and Crazy Hand. Now, not only were you fighting through familiar stages, but at pivotal points in the adventure, you were faced with a boss battle. No longer were you just playing an AI-controlled Metal Mario. No longer was it a simple group of Smash with the numbers stacked against you. No, and no longer was it enough to best the Master Hand alone. Series icons made their Smash debut in the form of stage bosses. Rayquaza, Petey Piranha, and Ridley were joined by new custom bosses, such as Duon and Galleon. It was a simple mode, but with fun challenges, creative and often comical cutscenes, and the opportunity to take on the emissary with the second player. It was a mode fondly remembered by many a fan. It even birthed the fun, albeit at times mind-boggling, boss rush mode in Brawl, So, what happened? Why did Adventure Mode vanish? Why did we not see a return to Subspace, or a refight with Taboo? Why did Super Smash Brothers for the 3DS and Wii U decide to exclude such a unique mode? Well, in a Famitsu column, translated by Kotaku, Sakurai, the creator and mastermind behind Smash Bros., stated, "Unfortunately, the movie scenes we worked hard to create were uploaded onto the internet. You can only truly wow a player the first time he sees a cutscene. I felt if players saw the cutscenes outside of the game, they would no longer serve as rewards for playing the game, so I've decided against having them." At first this might seem like a joke, but to many a fan's dismay, it was true. Super Smash Bros. 4 had its own success, but the modes were lacking. I believe, however, that this could change. Were this Smash Switch a new game and not only a port, we could potentially see a return to the Adventure Mode, and hopefully other modes that were changed or cut from the series. The Switch presents us with a system with far more capabilities than the Wii U, and I can only hope it won't be scaled back for the sake of a 3DS baby brother, to act as a catalyst for excuses to exclude characters, modes, or events. With names like Sonic making multiple appearances, new faces such as Little Mac and fantastic guest stars such as Ryu and Cloud, I can only imagine the possibilities. Be it a new take on the Subspace Emissary, or a return to Melee's challenge-based adventure mode, a Super Smash Bros. 5 mode that captures the feeling of accomplishment that Adventure Mode presented would be a huge leap in the right direction. A Street Fighter-inspired Break challenge, a Final Fantasy-inspired world to challenge unique bosses, a new boss rush mode with iconic masters to do battle with, Dr. Eggman, the Robot Masters, a returning Taboo. The possibilities are limitless. To delve deeper, what I truly want is a sequel to the Subspace Emissary. A return to Smash's confusing and disjointed, but all the same fun world. I would like to see the world come under attack by a dark force. The heroes of the Nintendo, the gaming world, come together in unique rivalries and team-ups to battle forces of evil that would turn the trophy world upside down. I want to see cutscenes that capture characters in fresh but familiar ways. Silly, sad, and bizarre scenarios where characters are presented with situations their own game would never shove them into. A cast of tough bosses, a series of thought and reflex testing challenges with rewards such as trophies, clips, and, should they return, custom moves. A break from the mind-blowing online matches against both the best and worst players around. I would love a return to Subspace, but even better than that would be expanding on the series-inspired stages and areas to explore. Secret paths, secret bosses, side paths, new areas, new trophies, new rewards, new challenges. But this is my view of the Lost Adventure Mode. This is just a sample of my ideal mode for a new, or perhaps returning, mode in Super Smash Bros. To distract from online and classic modes. But this is my own consideration. Do you have ideas for your adventure mode? Tell me below in the comments. However, my time here draws to a close, and so, until next time, I thank you for joining me in viewing the gaming world.